She gotta get on Skype.
So there we have Robert Graves and Edgar Flores in the semifinals.
Ready to roll.
Looks like this is what we expected to be some sort of call mirror, right? Edgar playing the classic version and Robert playing an Esper call version. So
Edgar leads off with a Seacrim Coast into a Preordain. Keeps both draws. The cancel. Say that a little quieter.
Ricky is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, Ricky is.
He's a very cool dude.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
So there's Robert leading off himself with a Creeping Tar Pit, showing us that he is likely playing an Esper version. Oh, and a second Creeping Tar Pit from Robert. So when he has the mana to activate both of those, that's quite a bit of pressure.
We're going to refrain from whispering, but we're also going to refrain from talking about what's in people's hands.
Exactly.
So just fair warning if you're wondering what they have in their
hands.
hands.
Seems like a good play. Good plan.
I would rather
like it.
I'd rather talk at a normal volume than
absolutely. Whispering was a pain.
It was pretty annoying, but
yeah, and I think it didn't. You guys didn't like it much either. So.
Right. So
Edgar with the Squadron Flock here. That was the term Gavin and I came up with in San Jose. The Squadron Flock.
Answering the call of duty.
Yeah, the call.
Told you they weren't the last. Inquisition of Kozilek comes down from Robert Graves.
Robert going with the Mirror Breaker
he
Inquisition.
Probably doesn't want him to know what's in his hand.
Yeah, so there's the mana leak. So Inquisition takes a mana leak and 2 mana from Edgar. And goes with a Stoneforge Mystic. So seems like a good play. There's Sword of Peace and Famine. I mean, he drew out that mana leak and didn't give Edgar the opportunity to counter the Stoneforge.
Right.
So they both have the both have their dudes there, but right now it looks like Robert has the sword advantage as soon as, if that sword actually hits play, which you'd expect it to, but he's gonna have to vial it into play, I think.
These players are gonna have some sordid tales from this weekend.
Sordid, SWORDED.
Yeah.
All right, so Edgar going with the Jace, the Mind Sculptor. Robert likely does not have Force of Will, so I don't think. I think that Edgar's going to resolve that Jace there. I think Edgar's trying to decide what he wants to do. Again, it's almost want to ignore what's in their hand so we can.
Not think to talk about it. Yeah.
Not be tempted. So, brainstorms.
Glacial Fortress. I believe he's thinking about the land to play.
Yeah. Stop talking about what's in his hand and talk at a normal volume.
Fine.
You're breaking your own rules.
I did.
So there we go. In with the Squadron Hawk.
I play by my own rules.
And Robert now with the opportunity to. I mean, he actually can just cast and equip the sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason to worry about vialing it into play.
Yep.
And probably at that Jace, I would think, or maybe not. I don't know.
He might want the untap, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he wants. The untap. Yeah, he wants to. And it looks like Edgar is discarding a
Glacial Fortress.
Glacial Fortress. At least it's a blue-white land, I believe, with Glacial Fortress.
It's a Glacial Fortress.
So, and there he played a Jace of his own to get rid of the Jace.
Seal of Jace comes down.
Yeah.
Flores has 6 mana here. He could activate that Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah, that could be an option. I really want to say what's in his hand.
I know, right?
But just not a good idea. So in with a Squadron Hawk for Edgar. And looks like he's going to bring a buddy. Or get a buddy who's going to bring a couple more buddies.
He's going to go fishing for birds.
Yeah.
I guess if you're standing over a fish tank, I guess you're birding fish.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And looks like he's adding another hawk to the fray. Not the band. Alright. Robert here with an opportunity to do some damage with his swords, though. Chump block seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
And pass the turn right back. Edgar. Ooh. Top
Y'all can see what he's got in his hands.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna play what he just. He's gonna play a card. Yeah, he's gonna play Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Jace the Mind Sculptor comes down and does it resolve.
Robert has plenty of mana there to. He could Broken Ambitions that Jace if he wanted. That would give Edgar the game.
It's true.
So, Edgar brainstorming with Jace. So far, Edgar's gotten the most out of his Jaces. He's played 2 and gotten 2 brainstorms, while Robert's only been able to play a Jace to get rid of Edgar's Jace.
Robert did not counter the Jace.
All right, Edgar certainly able to have the card quality advantage here. And here we see, looks like...
Playing around with some mana here.
Yeah, looked like he was considering doing some kind of attached to... Yeah, activate
attach.
Tarp. Yeah, activate a target. Equip the target. Oh no, he's not doing that. Okay, I thought that's what he was going.
I think he's going to come through, kill the Jace.
Yeah, seems good.
Force a chump block or something.
Right.
Yep.
So that, yeah. Oh, that's right. He did kill my Jace. Right. So.
Knock that die off with authority.
Yeah, he's just probably seemed like it would have went off the table. But I don't know.
Those are long tables over there, and you only see this small section, but they're like normal sized tables.
Right. So Edgar with a Sword of Feast and Famine of his own, and
throws it on the hawk.
Goes to equip it to the hawk, and
Doomblade in response.
And he's had a Spell Pierce for the Doomblade.
There we go. Well, that's one way to do it.
That hawk has the sword. So the wrong blade.
Preordain, use that last mana.
Yeah.
And attack and untap, most likely.
Edgar tries to give it one blade. Robert tries to give it a different blade. And Robert being pretty much tapped out. Looks like Edgar's going to get an untap. If he follows the line of play that I'm thinking here, which is just attack with the Squadron Hawk. Although, that does leave Edgar open to a swing back, unless he plays another Hawk here. So, Robert discards a Plains. And, oh no, he doesn't. Does he have another Hawk? No, he doesn't. For some reason I thought he had another Hawk, but I guess they've all bit the dust.
Yeah, must have.
Ooh,
plays
really?
a Morph land.
Yeah. So there's a Squadron Hawk from Robert. And
yeah, I was gonna say Edgar.
He goes with a Deprive.
Probably.
I have plenty of lands. I don't mind replaying one of them. Deprives him of the Squadron Hawk, but leaves the.
And that gets canceled.
Gets a cancel. That's my favorite cancel art.
Yeah, agreed.
Even though I like the full art cancel a lot too, because it's full art. Something about that artwork just looks better to me. So, Preordain resolves. And, another Gideon. So now Edgar's like, well, no.
You
don't
got
have
that one.
3 counter spells this turn.
I guess. Okay, so activated Creeping Tar Pit. Everyone attacked Gideon.
Put Gideon down to 1, it looks like?
Yeah. Gideon doesn't seem to be long for this world. But
No,
he's
but
going to come in and do some damage on the way out.
Yeah, it's quite a swing. I mean, what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think? Did that put Edgar to 2?
Yeah.
I think it may have.
It sure did.
So here's...
Okay.
Edgar's an interesting situation. Does Robert have any cards in his hand? Is he empty-handed?
I think so, yeah.
Which is basically... It looks to me like Edgar's got to kill that Gideon and Day of Judgment. I had to whisper that.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like there's enough. It doesn't seem like he has enough to really, because he's got 2 creeping tar pits there.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
you're right.
It just seems like there's too much on Robert's side.
Yeah. Wow, that's really. It seemed like Edgar had a very good board position, but not having 3 counter spells in one turn, I guess it's not so good, right? He just needed the 3, needed 3 counter spells. All right, so it looks like he's something took out the Gideon and the other. The colonnade took out the Gideon, and the hawk with the sword allowed Edgar to untap. So I believe Robert may be at 12 now. So here we go. Activate Creeping Tar Pit, swing at you. And he tectonic edges that Creeping Tar Pit. Now Inquisition of Kozilek from Robert. Edgar reveals Day of Judgment. And
oh, I guess he didn't have enough black mana to activate.
No, he couldn't
both.
activate both. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so Edgar is not out of this yet. He has another turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna fetch in response to the trigger.
He was actually curious what was coming.
I think it was a plains.
It was. He was. Not that it's relevant because he wasn't going to get it either way.
Right.
Unless he shuffles right back into it, but you know, the unlikely scenarios here. So. All right. So he's looking for a way to deal with that other colonnade, and right now I believe he does not have one, but has the potential to find one with the preordain. Yeah, I didn't want to say that while it was still in his hand.
For sure.
So is that? Oh, did he just draw a tectonic edge with the preordain? I think he did.
Oh my god.
So he's in with the colonnade and the squadron hawk with the sword. So that's another 7. Untaps and plays. Did he play a tectonic edge? Yeah, there it is. So that's showing Robert. You know, he says, "It's your turn. I am at 1. You are not playing red. Thank God." Right? That's what Edgar's thinking anyway, right?
Oh my god, Robert was so close there.
Yeah, he said like, "Wow, you just top decked like a champ."
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
And Robert scoops him up to Edgar.
Yeah, he didn't have anything. He had basically Edgar had to have tectonic edge, right? Or like, again, we don't have his deck list, but I don't know. Does he run this figure? I don't know.
No,
that's right. I'm sorry. Edgar doesn't run this figure.
Right.
He's only blue-white. He needed like tectonic edge or like condemn
game.
or something. I don't know. Again, like I don't know what his sideboard is, but wow, that was a really
Edgar
really
is
close
up
game.
1 game after being down to 1 life.
Right. That's the master at work.
I don't know why it cracks me up so bad that you keep calling him the master.
I don't know.
It's just funny.
But I mean, Robert played a tight game there. He didn't. It wasn't anything he could really do there. He just 1 more black mana, he would have had that game because he would have been 1 turn earlier.
Right.
He would have needed the black mana, but could have activated both tar pits and swung in for the win. But just didn't have that, and that speaks to the fact that there is, this stretch of the mana base for black.
Right.
So yes, you get the advantage of having creeping tar pits, but you may not get the advantage of activating them when you need to, because your mana base is stretched. You get the Inquisitions, but you don't have the consistency. So.
Okay, cool. So
apparently the deck lists are posted, so that's good to. Thank you. Somebody actually sent us a link. Star War.
I'm retweeting it.
Right on.
Oh, message too long. There we go.
So let's take a look here.
Somebody asked how good is Tech Edge.
Oh yeah, I just
Seems pretty good.
yeah, it seems good. But that's what Edgar said when he was in the booth. He was talking about how good Tectonic Edge is, even in the mirror, and in this, especially these mirrors where he can mess with their mana base.
Right.
Like these mirrors that are already stretching. The 3-color mirror, I guess. It's hard to call it a mirror, but it is definitely a mirror.
Bless you, Jack.
Excuse me. Thank you. So, looks like Edgar is finished sideboarding, and so is Robert. So, yeah, there we go with the nice retweet for any of you interested in seeing the deck lists. They are up, and we have tweeted it from the SCG Live Twitter account. So if you are watching and are on Twitter, you can just check out the Twitter account for that link. We do need to do the semifinals giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's think of a question, and we'll tweet it. Oh, are we? Okay. So
we're gonna actually
doing the 6 month and the 1 year tomorrow morning. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, just due to technicalities here.
Right. Logistics.
Yeah. Thank you. Whatever.
And that's all good.
We're gonna be doing the 6 month and the year giveaway of premium tomorrow morning during the finals.
Right.
So make sure you turn in.
Make
sure you turn in early tonight and tune in early tomorrow.
There you go.
And set your clocks forward 1 hour, unless you're watching this in the archive footage. So Robert Graves goes with a Stoneforge Mystic on turn 2 after Edgar's turn 1, which was a Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah.
Searching up the Feast and Famine Sword, which I've heard is pretty good. And then we've got a Squadron Hawk on Edgar's side, which is going to search up a few friends.
Yeah, Star Wars, the guy we met, or at least you've met, I believe.
Yes, Greg Reelitz.
Yep. I recognize his Twitter name. So Edgar with the Squadron Hawk to get the Squadron Flock. So again, I mean, this game starts off very similar to what we saw last time, where where Edgar started with the Squadron Hawk and Robert started with the Stoneforge Mystic.
Makes me want to yell out, "Regulators, mount up!"
I'm not really sure why, because I don't get that reference. It sounds like Warren G, but that's about as much as I know about it. So Mana Leak for Edgar's second Squadron Hawk.
No third land drop from Robert.
No third land drop, but he does have the opportunity to violin the sword that he grabbed.
True.
With the Stoneforge Mystic. I believe he... Yeah, there it is.
Does exactly that, EOT.
Right.
Did Robert... Let's see if Robert drew a third land. I honestly can't see. I'm not just trying to... I wouldn't say if I knew.
I feel like we're, again, getting quieter, but if we just talk about what's happening on board, I think we should be okay.
Right. And there's a Squadron Hawk on Robert's side.
Which is relevant because now it can pick up that sword and trump the opposing Squadron Hawk. Still, I guess we should keep our voices down so we're not talking too much strategy, giving anybody any ideas that they wouldn't have had.
These guys know how to play Magic.
I know.
Now, if we shout it, then that's like outside assistance or whatever, but...
Don't do it. No.
I just wanted to,
All right, so there's a Tectonic Edge from Edgar.
Yes, it is. I just saw a flash of red from it, otherwise the glare is so bad. But yeah, I saw a tiny flash of red, yep.
And the Gideon. +2.
Okay, so he gets his third land, Darkslick Shores, and goes into an Inquisition of Kozilek, which can looks like he's holding out Preordain like it's the only thing he can target. Yep. So we saw Baneslayer, Gideon, Tectonic Edge, and a fourth awesome card, I'm sure, that I can't tell right now. I can say that because Robert just saw his hand. So good. Is that a second? There's 2 Tectonic Edges now down on the board there. Comes in with there's a Duress and then Divine Offering on sort of Feast and Famine in response to the Duress, and the Duress takes a Gideon, being it was the only legal target at that time. And then attack into the Gideon, knocking it down 1 counter.
Alright, so... Is that a third?
That is a third Tectonic
Edge. Which basically means Robert plays a 4th land and is going to immediately lose a land.
Lose up to 3 lands.
Yeah, well, that's true. If Edgar wants to do something like that right now, he doesn't have that as an option. Instead, he activates his Colonnade.
I wonder why he attacked into Gideon for 1 last turn when Edgar has a Colonnade. I don't know.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Doesn't seem like it's giving him much, not doing much damage to Gideon unless he really felt like that 1 was going to be significant.
Unfortunately for Robert, this seems like it's the end.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he can't even play a land, he's just going to lose it.
Yeah, he can't
he's
play
going to lose a land. Well, no, he's not now. Edgar's only got 1 Tectonic Edge up.
Right on.
But, there's no opportunity for him to, he basically can play a land and get mana out of it. Did you show him his hand? Yeah, okay, because he played an Inquisition, so I missed that.
Inquisition of Kozilek, and we're going to get an equip here. Oh, it's a discard.
Okay.
I thought at first that he had a Divine Offering or something. I was like, oh my goodness.
So, Squadron Hawk from Robert, and Edgar says, sure, have a Squadron Hawk.
Now at this point, he's probably going to get all the creatures to attack Gideon.
I mean, doesn't that what he do? +2 Gideon.
+2 Gideon, drop Baneslayer Angel, and
Yeah.
Yep. +2 Gideon, Baneslayer comes down, a Colonnade empties his hand.
Right. Again, he's got the Tectonic Edge open, as... Yeah, there it is. Edgar Flores advances to the finals, and with that, I believe, is a level 5 in the StarCityGames.com Players Club.
That sounds about right.
In 3 tournaments.
He's fist pumping. You can see the shadow of his hands fist
Oh
pumping.
my gosh, that is incredible. Like that really, in 3 tournaments, from 0 points, I believe, from 0 points to level 5 in 3 tournaments. That's like history right now for the Star City games. I mean, I don't know that you could possibly do it any faster.
That is amazing.
You can't possibly do it any faster.
Oh
I mean,
goodness.
winning 2 in a row doesn't put you to level 5, does it? Wow. Wow, if I haven't said it before, he is a master.
Yeah, you have said that before.
Have I? Okay.
Stone Master Flores.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mike Flores is going to get upset about hearing us say Master Flores, but
I think maybe he'll just pretend we're talking about him.
yeah, he's like, I know they meant me. It's all good.
Right on. Hey, we love Mike.
We do, and that's mostly because he's been telling us to all these years.
Right.
Yes. And we're back.
There we are.
No fancy
you
transitions.
You are not Robert Graves, and I am not Edgar Flores. As much as I
Hi,
wish I
I'm
was.
Robert Graves, and this is Edgar Flores here in the semifinals.
As much as I wish I was Edgar Flores, and now we're. Oh, there we go. All right, so we just finished watching the semifinals.
Did we just cut out
one game? No.
Did you just cut us out?
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're still
it just
going.
said previously recorded at the
Right.
bottom of the screen for a second.
Having a little bit of overlay issues, but I talked